Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today we are on a different website, Music Radar, to talk about the new Fender Squier Bullet guitar and bass range. Is now basically transferred over to the what's called they're calling the Sonic series, and there is a guitar model called the Sonic. So it would be kind of funny if there was a Sonic. Um, I don't know if they're going to actually do that, but I think there's like a Fender Sonic and a Fender Tornado, if I remember correctly. But there's new models, specs, and finishes. Now, the one thing that's important to note with these is like the old Squier Bullet series and some of the older Squiers as well, they are not the full thickness of like a Fender made in Mexico rather, or a Fender made in America guitar. So that is something to keep in mind if you plan on buying replacement parts, replacement pickups, things along those lines. Is you have to be careful because the depth of things will not be as thick. It'll be thinner. So, NOM 2023, the name of the Squier's bullet range of beginner guitars and electric basses not at its roots, but there are key entry-level instruments for trying the next generation. If the idea is to give new players the best playing experience for their money, then it was both great one and something the range had consistently delivered on. But now it's no more goodbye bullet. It's no more bullet. Now it's no more goodbye bullet and Hello Sonic series. Shouldn't it just be but now it's goodbye bullet and Hello Sonic series? I think it's a typo. Moving on, I didn't pre-read this. I should have. Value remains the same, but there are plenty of updates to the finish specs side of things. The new models two Tom DeLonge-esque single humbucker strats. That's what I was going to get to in just a minute. An Esquire Telly with a humbucker. Short scale Mustangs with traditional single coil pickup configuration in addition to double humbucker specs. A Bronco bass. Core tone woods here are Pobler bodies with maple necks. Let's take a look at the specs below. So, in the U.S., all of these are going to be priced at $199. If you are in Europe, you are looking at $169. So, here you have it. This is the guitar I might have to go buy, because I haven't bought a new guitar technically since my first guitar, and that was a first act, and we all know how first act guitars are. But you take this, it's hardtail too. That is a feature that you do not see a lot on Strats. There's a hardtail Stratocaster, no tremolo. It's probably the bridge nobody likes, where you string it through the top and it's not string through. Never had an issue with it with Gibson. I'm sure it's perfectly fine too. I got a couple of guitars that have bridges like that. But put a Seymour Duncan Invader in there, or find an Invader copy, and you essentially have a Tom DeLonge guitar, which would be pretty cool. And he never had a pink one. I don't, but I do believe he had a black one. I think he did. Don't quote me on that. So finishes black Indian Laurel fretboard and flash pink maple. So yeah, I feel like if I bought one, I gotta buy the pink one, because why not? Hardtail 6 saddle bridge. C-shape neck profile, satin urethane finish. Yeah, it's going to be poly. 9.5-inch fingerboard radius, Squier ceramic humbucking pickup with a Pobler body. More info at Fender. Proceed. Yep, that's ad blocker. Blocking the website. Highly recommend for those pesky ads. I just want to see if we can see if this is a string through body. It is not a string through body. So that may be something that may sway you from this. Being that it is not a string-through body. So that is good information to have. Next, if you want more pickups with the tremolo, you have the HSS, so you got a humbucker, single coil, and this is your traditional Strat, and that is a pretty cool color, coral, Tahitian coral. I do like that. Then we have your standard Stratocaster with your 3 pickups. Got a couple different colors. You got a blue, you got a tobacco burst, California blue, sunburst, and Torino red in a hardtail version. So it looks like if you want the hardtail you have to go for the red. Going on to the Esquire, rather, that is a cool purple. Cool purple. I mean, pretty much all of these are the same. A lot of them are hardtail, all poplar, laurel fretboards. Next, then you got like a white color. They call it ultra. What do they call it? Ultraviolet or something. Yep. Then we have a regular Telecaster. And it's kind of weird that the ones with one humbucker wouldn't be like like $20 less or something. But I guess just make the entire range $200 and see what sticks. We have a Squier here in a blue, and that a more traditional yellow color. A lot of people do like Mustangs. I don't like that headstock on the Mustang. I like the pre-CBS headstock on the Mustang. That's my personal preference. Just like that better. Got a sunburst, so no blue. You would think they'd give you a blue. And then we have a humbucker Mustang. So I guess there's your blue right there. Yet again, hardtail. Let's see. Are these also probably not string through? Some people say they're a tone killer, where basically yeah, it's not string through. So where the strings go through is if we can actually get an image, right here. So the strings, there's actually holes in the bridge where you go through. That way you don't have to drill a bunch of holes in the back of the guitar. It's cheaper to produce, so that makes sense. But if I buy one of these things, this is the one I'm going to get. I'll be getting the Stratocaster. This looks to me, this looks like a pre-CBS headstock. Well, you can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but if I go down to the Mustang, yeah, the Mustang has more of that swoop. So it looks like a pre-CBS headstock, but these would be great for upgrading. The bridge, honestly, as long as it intonates fine, wouldn't touch it. Tuners, maybe, because it is just going to be some generic no-name tuner. Ultimately, if it's a hardtail and it stays in tune, if you want a locking tuner, sure, you can buy some cheap locking tuners for like 30, 40 bucks. But pretty much the only thing I would do, depending on the size of the pots, if they're already 500K pots and they're decent, if they're alpha pots, they're Korean made, they're not CTS pots. Some people want those, but all I would do to this is if it stayed in tune, is rip out that bridge pickup, throw in. I wouldn't even get an actual Seymour Duncan Invader. Let's keep on the cheap side because you can get an Invader knockoff for pretty cheap. Let's go to eBay real quick and see how much it is. So let's see. Invader humbucker. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. You can get an off-brand. Heck, you can get a set for $17. Might have to wait for it to come from China. Yeah, you can even get heck, you can even get a used one for 60 bucks. It might even be worth it to buy an actual one if you go on the used market. Put it in there. You are Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. I'm a big Blink fan, if you haven't noticed that by now. But if you look at the price for a Tom DeLonge Squier right now, they're ridiculous. Tom DeLonge Squier. Let's see if we go shopping. Ready for the $700 you're about to see? Oh, I'm sorry, $1,000. Yeah, look at this. Tom DeLonge modded. Yeah, a lot of people will mod Squiers to the Tom DeLonge specs and try to sell them at a premium. Don't buy those when you can do it yourself. But yeah, here's one for $500. I don't know if this is an actual one. The key is it's one knob, it's metal, and it says Tom DeLonge on the back plate. That's how you know if it's real, if you're actually looking to buy one of those. But don't waste your money. When it's essentially the same exact thing, buy one of these, throw the pickup in it for maybe 60 bucks and $260. You got yourself a Tom DeLonge rock guitar. And I mean, you don't have to have the tone, but I personally like to have a tone knob on most of my guitars. I think I actually do have a couple at the moment. I have 3 that only have one knob on them, which is kind of funny. But I do like my tone knobs because I like you roll off a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a different sound. But there you have it. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, comment down below what you want to see for future guitar and music related videos. I might be buying another guitar soon. I have several I need to try to sell. I might try to ship them if you're interested. I've done demos of actually 2 of the ones I'm selling right now. The Yamaha AE500 and the LTD EC Black Metal. Both for sale or for trade. So if you're interested in buying one of those, you can let me know. Price-wise, I'm looking at $700 plus shipping if I have to ship it for the LTD, and $350 plus shipping if if I have to ship it for the Yamaha. Semi-negotiable, not so much on the LTD, being that it's $1,000 guitar, and comes with a hard shell case. The Yamaha doesn't come with a case. But yeah, there you have it. Sorry for selling my crap at you. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. This is Gray's Guitars, and as always, have a good one.